Good evening, everyone. I'd like to welcome you to our regular board meeting on August 15th, 2024 at 6 p.m. in the Estill County Board of Education Boardroom located 253 Main Street in Irving, Kentucky. At this time, I'd like to call this meeting to order. I'd like to welcome everyone, and we always start by saying the pledge. I would like to ask our Honorable Representative Bill Wesley to come forward and lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Next time I'll get up and move.
I'd like to remind everyone that there's a sign-in sheet as you come into the boardroom if you'd like to sign in. Mr. Brock, do we have any revisions to our agenda this evening?
We do not.
Okay. First on our agenda, we have the swearing in of our new board member, Mr. Joe Crawford. Mr. Brock, would you like to discuss that?
As you all know, we had a resignation back in the spring, and we did the advertisements in the paper on the website. We had one applicant, Mr. Crawford, and last month's board meeting, the board voted to approve his application and give him a seat on the board, and we're here tonight. He's here with us, and we're going to swear him in as an official board member of the Estill County Schools. I've asked Judge Watson if he would to come and to administer the oath. So Judge Watson, if you don't care, if you come up and administer the oath.
You, Joseph Crawford, do solemnly swear or affirm that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this Commonwealth, to be faithful and true to the Commonwealth of Kentucky, so long as you continue a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully execute to the best of your ability the office of school board member of the Estill County Board of Education, according to the law. You do solemnly swear or affirm that since the adoption of the present Constitution, you being a citizen of this state, have not brought a deal with deadly weapons within this state nor out of this, nor have you sent or accepted a challenge to fight a duel with deadly weapons, nor have you acted as a second in carrying a challenge, nor aided or assisted any person thus offending, so help you God. You, Joseph Crawford, being first duly sworn, state that you are eligible under the law to serve as a member of the Estill County Board of Education, and that you will not, while serving as a member of such board, become interested directly or indirectly in any contract with or claim against the board, and that you will not in any way influence the hiring or appointment of district employees, except the hiring of the superintendent of schools or school board term. You'll do your good job.
Sure you will. We're excited
Thank
to
you,
have him
Judge.
on board. If you all want to, do you all want to get a picture, or do you all want to wait and do it at the end?
Just wait, do it at the end.
Okay.
Take a picture of Joe with the judge,
Yeah.
Cassidy. Okay, we'll snap a picture
We'll
of you,
get one real
Judge.
quick.
Let's see, we got David Freeman.
Yeah, we'll do that's our next item in is the swearing of, no, you're fine. We're good,
Oh.
we're good.
So next on our agenda, we have the swearing in of our new SRO officer.
And we had a ceremony last month, and then our board attorney brought to our attention we were missing part of the oath, so we've asked Judge Watson to come, and we'll get the whole thing this time.
I just do this, I read it off to them, it's the same, it makes it a little easier, you don't have to do all this. You just agree to it or swear to it to be affirmed, okay? So do that. You, David Freeman, do solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and be faithful and true to the Commonwealth of Kentucky, so long as you continue a citizen thereof, and that you will faithfully execute to the best of your ability the office of Chief School Resource Officer Estill County Schools Police Department, according to the law. You do further solemnly swear that since the adoption of the present Constitution, you being a citizen of this state have not followed you with deadly weapons within this state or out of it, nor have you sent or accepted a challenge to fight a duel with deadly weapons, nor have you acted as a second in carrying a challenge, nor aided or assisted any person thus offending you, so help you God. You, David Freedman, do solemnly swear that you will do right, as well as to the poor as to the rich, in all things belonging to the office of Chief School Resource Officer, that you will do no wrong to anyone for any gift, reward, or promise, or for favor or hatred, and in all things you will faithfully and impartially execute the duties of your office according to the best of your skill and judgment, so help you God. You, David Freedman, do solemnly swear that you will endeavor to the best of your abilities to detect and prosecute all gamblers and others violating the law of gaming. And I apologize, I've got to head back to the courthouse and sign checks. I'm in Frankfurt all day, I gotta go back in the morning, so.
Yeah,
Tomorrow's
thanks,
payroll.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Judge
you.
Watson.
And I'll turn these in the clerk, get a copy.
Give me a copy.
Give you a copy back, okay?
Okay.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. Hope you all the best.
Thank you. I'd ask our board attorney, we've hired a new SRO. He'll be our newest addition to our department, Ethan Gibson, and at this time, our board attorney will administer the oath with him.
Raise your hand, please. I'll follow the same pattern here that the judge executive did. I'll read the whole thing, and then you'll just affirm or swear after each paragraph. You, Ethan Gibson, do solemnly swear that you will support the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of the Commonwealth of Kentucky, and be faithful and true to the Commonwealth of Kentucky so long as you continue a citizen thereof, that you will faithfully execute to the best of your ability the office of School Resource Officer with the Estill County Schools Police Department according to the law. That you further solemnly swear that since the adoption of the present Constitution, you, being a citizen of this state, have not fought a duel with deadly weapons within this state nor out of it, nor have you sent or accepted a challenge to fight a duel with deadly weapons, nor have you acted as a second in carrying a challenge, nor aided or assisted any person thus offending, so help you God.
I'll do.
Next, that you, Ethan Gibson, do solemnly swear that you will do right as well to the poor as to the rich in all things belonging in your office as a school resource officer, that you will do no wrong to anyone for any gift, reward, or promise, nor for favor or hatred, and in all things you will faithfully and impartially execute the duties of your office according to the best of your skills and judgment, so help you God.
I'll do.
Lastly, you, Ethan Gibson, do solemnly swear that you will endeavor to the best of your ability to detect and prosecute all gamblers and others violating the laws of gaming.
I'll do.
Very good.
All right.
Congratulations to everyone. Thank you all for your willingness to serve. Thank you. At this time, I think he's finishing up some paperwork. We'll move on with our agenda. Next, we have recognitions. We have our school student presentations.
And we do those every month. We'll actually start those in September once we've been in school a little bit longer and we've got some schools that'll come. That'll continue with the rotation from where it started last year. And Miss Lee will let each school know when they're up. So she'll send the invitation to whoever was next on the rotation in September and we will get those started.
Thank you very much. That brings us down to our action items. And first, we have consideration for approval of a KEDC membership.
So this is just, we're a member of different co-ops. We're a member of Southeastern South Central, Central Kentucky, and KEDC as well. And this is just a renewal of that membership that we do every year. It has supports for our teachers. They offer services to us. And it's just an approval for us to join that again this year. They offer a lot of supports to our district, and it's very beneficial for us to be a part of that co-op. My recommendation, we approve it.
Okay. I need a motion for approval of our KEDC membership. Sheila Samples makes a motion. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Joe Crawford makes a second. Do we have any discussion at this time? If not, I'd like to call for a vote. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? The motion carries with a 5-0 vote. Next on our agenda, we have consideration for approval of the FY 24-25 auxiliary salary schedule.
So this didn't get tacked on when we did our approval of our salary schedule back in July. It's our auxiliary schedule, which is our coaches and some extracurricular and some different things like that. You all have it. We did bump our coaching stipends a little bit to try to keep up with the other districts around us, just like we bumped our teacher pay back in July. It's my recommendation that we approve the auxiliary salary schedule.
Okay, I need a motion to approve our 2024-25 auxiliary salary schedule. Tammy Hardy makes a motion, Sheila Samples makes a second. Any discussion? And you have that as an attachment on your agenda there. If not, I'd like to call for a vote. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries with a 5-0 vote. Next, we have consideration for approval of the 24-25 apprentices pay.
So we're moving forward in this district to try to support students and also to try to have an opportunity to do some apprenticeships with them. But with that, we've got some students that graduated, and we may have some students that take participation in that this year as well that's still in school. But this is just to pay them for their services. I know the two young men that's helped all summer have been very valuable to the district and still are valuable to the district. They've got a whole lot of things done. It's my recommendation that we approve the apprentice pay for the 24-25 school year.
So at this time, I need approval for a motion. Carrie Smallwood makes a motion. Sheila Samples makes a second. Do we have any discussion? It's a wonderful program for our students.
Yeah, and we're looking to expand it too, but I'll keep the board.
So at this
updated on
time,
that.
I'd like to call for a vote. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Next, we have consideration for approval of the following MOAs. Mr. Brock, do you want to talk about each individual one of those?
I will. These are all, some of these actually all of these I think we've partnered with before in the past. Kentucky Assets, or Key Assets Kentucky MOA is a service that is a counseling service for our students. And you all know we have MOAs or MOUs with several services. They provide supports for our students, and it just gives us opportunity to partner with them. The Appalachian Educational Service Academy, Gear Up. Gear Up supports specifically our high school students. They have a career and college navigator, and they also have interventionists that will help with math, and I think, is it ELA? Mr. Yost, you have math and ELA. We actually just hired math, didn't we? Got it going. So that's our partnership with Gear Up. The New Horizon Academy, NHA, is a partnership that is an extension to what KEDC does, and it provides some opportunities for some of our students who need some alternate educational setting apart from what we have, and it's a partnership with them where they can still get an education. And then the local Head Start, we've partnered with them for years. This is not the contract. Ms. Hall and I met with them this past week. They're revising the contract at my request, and then we will meet with them again, and then that will come to the board sometime in the near future. But that's the partnership for the Head Start program. that runs at South Irvin. So it's my recommendation that we approve all of these MOAs.
So do you want a motion to approve the first three and you want to table the Head Start, or you want to?
No, we need to go ahead and approve this MOA, but they'll come back with a contract that we'll
Okay.
need to look at and approve as well.
Okay, so we can do it all as one motion?
Mhm.
Okay, so I need a motion for approval of those 4 items as discussed. Tammy Hardy makes a motion, Sheila Samples makes a second. Do we have any questions or any discussion? Okay, if not, I'd like to call for a vote. All in favor? Any opposed? The motion carries with a 5-0 vote. Next, we need to set our 2024 tax rates. Mr. Brock?
This is always one of everyone's favorite thing to deal with, I know that. But we are in a situation this year that is a little bit unique. Everybody knows that evaluation of properties have went up over the last 3 or 4 years. We're in a position this year that I'm actually going to recommend that for the real and the personal taxes that we actually reduce those this year. And so it's my recommendation for the real tax, we will reduce it from 49.8 to 49.1. And then from personal, that we reduce it from 49.8 to 49.6. And then we would leave vehicle and watercraft where it's at.
Okay. So I need a motion to approve the tax rate as discussed. Sheila Samples makes a motion, Joe Crawford makes a second. Do we have any discussion? Any questions?
That's great.
Okay. If not, I'd like to call for a vote. All in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries. Next on our agenda, we have consideration for approval of the following out-of-state trips.
This is Bands of America Regional. You all know that our band participated in Bands of America last year and placed very high, especially for a school the size of ours. This year it's in Chattanooga, the regional is, and it's in October. It's my recommendation we approve the trip.
Okay. I need a motion for approval of that out-of-state band trip. Sheila Samples makes a motion, Tammy Hardy makes a second. Any discussion? If not, all in favor? Any opposed? Looks like they're going to Bands of America. Next on our agenda, we have consideration for approval of a change in bank account signatures.
So this is also something that we have to do every year with movement. We have to change who can sign checks at different schools with bookkeepers and principals moving. We hired 2 new principals this year, and you all know we've had a little bit of shift in administration, so we need to approve this so that we can get their signatures on the bank accounts for the school so that they can sign the checks. So it's my recommendation that we approve it.
Okay. Joe Crawford makes a motion. Do we have a second? Sheila Samples makes a second. Any discussion? If not, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries with a 5-0 vote. Next, we have consideration for approval of emergency certification at Estill County Middle School.
So we have the position and someone that's interested in it, but they are on their way toward the certification, but they still like some classes finishing it up. They were the most qualified applicant that we had. We did extend the job offer to them. However, EPSB has to have the board approved because it would be an emergency certification for this year until they finish the certification and get the endorsement. So
How long before the certification be finished?
it'll be finished by the end of this year.
Okay.
It has to be with emergency. There's only a 1-year
That's
emergency
what I was
now.
thinking, but
What
that's still
position is it?
Library,
Library.
media specialist. So it's my recommendation that we approve the emergency certification.
Do I have a motion to approve? And I have a second. I have, Sheila Samples makes a motion, Carrie Smallwood makes a second. Do we have any discussion? If not, all in favor? Any opposed? Motion carries with a 5-0 vote. That brings us down to our consent items.
These are just housekeeping items, and you all have the minutes in your packet, and then you have the treasurer's report in your packets. We have to do it every month. It's approving the minutes from July, and then this the treasurer's report so that we can keep the bills paid. It's my recommendation we approve.
Okay, I need a motion to approve the consent items as discussed. Tammy Hardy makes a motion. Do I have a second? Gary Smallwood makes a second. Do we have any discussion? If not, I'd like to call for a vote. All in favor? Any opposed? Pay the bills.
Pay the bills.
Next, we have our superintendent report. Give us some good news.
All
Mr.
right,
Ross.
good news. So I can't share like a lot about some of the good news that we have, but I'll try to hide my poker face the best I can. I did not do a very good job opening day with teachers. Probably will not do a very good job tonight, but it has been a good, smooth start to the school year. I've had several staff members report, and I know central office staff has had them report as well. This has been the best opening that they've had in their career, so that's great. It's a testament to all the hard work of our administrators and our team, our teachers, in preparing for our students to come. So it's been a really smooth start. I'm thankful for that. We did get some preliminary testing data, which is embargoed, and we cannot discuss that, but my poker face is not real good, and I am pleased with the results. I'll just say that, and then we'll roll it out to the public. My DAC's back there giving me the cross eye, like you can't say a whole lot. We are looking at that data, and it's headed in the right direction. I think I can say that without getting in too much trouble. I guess KDE can just smack my hand, but we will be able to release that. It will be released to the public on October the 3rd, and it will be released interior starting October the 1st, where we can discuss it with staff. So we are excited about that. I think Mr. Yost is going to talk about this a little bit more here in a minute, but we did, he was at EKU today. We did get our flight simulator, and I think it's in district now. It's in the high school now. He may or may not have landed a plane in a field today. Told him that was better than I did. I just drove it in the air till it ran out of gas. So, but we have that opportunity for the kids as well. Our welding is up and going. We've got a lot of kids participating in that. I do not want to steal Ms. Cohn's thunder either, but we just have a lot of good things going on in the district, and I'm proud to be the superintendent. It's a blessing to me. Let me talk about real quick enrollments. We are up 53 students from the end of the year last year. So we have gained 53 students in enrollment from the end of the year last year to the beginning of the year this year, which is about roughly $235,000 for us. So.
Do you know if those are people that are moving just into the community, or is it people returning out of homeschool? Or
I think we had several return from homeschool, which we've had some go back, but we've also had people move into the community as well. So it's kind of a blend.
31 students returned from homeschool.
Yeah.
One of them belongs to me.
31, yeah. So, and then I know we had, at the middle school, we had a family move from Connecticut. I think I met them the other night at open house, and then we've had some others. So it is a blend. And then personnel, I think with the hiring, we've got some custodians we still need to hire. Those are posted. We are fully staffed, certified, and with the gear up, I think that takes care of that last position at the high school as well. So I've talked to a lot of other superintendents who are not fully staffed, certified employees yet. So that's a plus for us. So that's all I have.
Okay. Exciting things. So that brings us down to our principal's report. So Ms. Combs, would you like to go first? Or did he took it to Ms. Hall? I'm sorry. Are you, which way? Okay.
He's prepared this year. He's got like.
So we have Miss Tammy Combs from the ATC. Tell us some good news, Miss Combs.
I'm gonna let him get the slides up. I think you're gonna wanna see some pictures. It's been hard not to share this yet.
Miss Combs needs to get home. Scotty's on a tractor putting up hay.
So we'll start with our enrollment do have 623 students enrolled. The welding program in general has over 80 students.
Oh, wow. That's 76 last time we talked.
Yes.
That's great. Keeps
Mhm.
growing.
So it keeps changing a little bit, but, so our biggest partner with our welding program was Link Belt. And Link Belt donated 10 welders. He wanted us to have the first 5 as soon as we could, regardless if we were up and going. So we're partnered with Link Belt, and it's called Learning with Link Belt. So the first 5 are there, and they're getting ready to go to the booths. So we're excited about that. Mr. Jones is our new welding instructor. He's very excited. He has been there since the 1st of July, working in that lab, helping put it together. So there is, we have the first 5 booths. They just got the exhaust up and running this week, so they're working out some bugs there. So that's one side of it, and then you can go to the next one. There's the other side. So we have 10 booths with exhaust running. So this is fantastic. Throughout the month of July, when Mr. Jones was hired, he was already boots on the ground. He's been to different schools. He's been working with other instructors. Full Pen Solutions is where he was initially working, and they donated stainless steel because he did food grade welding with stainless steel. And so we have already a stockpile of stainless steel that they've given us. Lee County Area Technology Center, which I was there for years, they supported us, gave us welders and a truck bed full of supplies, just miscellaneous supplies. So that's happened over the last couple of weeks. Just today, we had community members that brought brand new helmets, leathers, gloves for our student closet. And I got a call that we were getting more tomorrow. So the community has been so supportive. It's been awesome.
That's great.
So it's moving forward. It's great. So come see it.
We get Waste Management, we partner.
Waste Management is one of our partners. I'm waiting for their proposal. We have one. I just don't want to share that right now.
That's
It's a big one. I'll share that soon. Our night class. We have been wanting to have this for a long time, and I've been concerned that it's not going to happen, but it's happening. We have students enrolled.
That's awesome.
Yesterday and today, I was helping get students enrolled through BCTC, so 10 is a good number. We have a few spots, but it's happening. So it starts Tuesday night. It's 5 to 8:20 p.m. It's a lab every Tuesday night till December. Lecture is online. If individuals do not hold a degree, they can get a work-ready scholarship and have the class for free as well.
And that's for people in our community.
Everybody. Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. The other thing that's going on right now that's just been brand new, and it feels like he said, it was a smooth start to the school year. It just feels like I didn't stop. It's just been that smooth. We jumped right in. So with BCT Jumpstart, we had a meeting on the second day of school with our 5 girls. This is all with UK Healthcare. These seniors are able to take Bio 137 and Psychology 111. So they're taking Bio 137 remotely in our building. They have lecture 2 days a week, and then the district will transport them to BCT Winchester campus on Fridays so that they can have a lab experience the same as all college students. Those 5 girls are phenomenal. We really look forward to seeing how well they do. Yeah, and just because they do this program, they are able to have several scholarships, and we've already shared that with them to go to school to become an RN for free. So all tuition paid. I think that's all I got.
Thank you, Ms. Collins. Ms. Mullins, you want to go next?
Good evening. Thank you all once again for allowing us an opportunity to share with you the good things that are going on within our entire school district. I do want to say it was a wonderful summer getting to work with my coworkers here in the district. Ms. Miller and I have had a great time this summer, really strengthening the bond between Estill Springs and West Urban so that we can really do our best to serve all of the students here in our wonderful county. So I'm very thankful for the opportunity that we've had this summer to work together. At Estill Springs, I've shared with you just some exciting things that have been going on over the first 7 days of school. We've celebrated a lot of summer success, which I look forward to Mr. Brock's ideas about upcoming summer opportunities as we move forward in the future. But we did have a lot of students who continued to work really hard over the summer, and we've celebrated a lot of those successes at the beginning of the school year. I know we've had a transition from Belinda serving us as a wonderful food service director to Miss Vicki Puckett, but as you can see there, we got 2 thumbs up for some great food here at Estill Springs. I thought that picture was great. It was Sausage Biscuit Day, so I gave it 2 thumbs up too. One of our favorite traditions is the Boohoo Yahoo breakfast, and I just shared those pictures because it just really sums up the experience for a lot of parents in bringing, and especially when the kids want them just to stop. But that was a great, we had a great first day of school. I have several pictures here. I won't go through all of them, but it just really shows you have to first show your students that you care for them before you ever even crack a book, and part of that is in creating that culture of a family. And our students have worked really hard at creating that within the classroom. The bracelets there, 3rd grade did a really cool activity where the students chose one word that they would focus on for the school year, whether it's courage, kindness, friendship, whatever that word is, but it's a focus for them in how they can strengthen each other and our school. We are wrapping up practicing all of our safety procedures, and if you'll notice there, we have included Mr. Reese because we have a local weatherman, and Logan did check all of our weather radios. We are offering his services for the other schools if needed. We do want to give a shout out to South Urban staff for coming over to help us complete the Brigance assessment this year. And also we wanted to give a big thanks to our PTO for purchasing the Gaga ball pit for our students. That's been a big hit this year. So first 7 days have been wonderful. We have a rhythm going, and I'm really, really excited about what this school year has to offer for our students and for our community. Any questions?
We have had a great few days at West. It's been an exciting summer as I've got to know our staff. We've kind of been rebuilding with a new counselor and a new principal. So we've really just spent some time getting to know each other. So as we started this school year, our staff really got to focus in on some professional development related to social emotional learning and Tier 1 instruction in reading and math, because that's going to be a huge focus, both areas for us this year. So we've gone ahead and really started digging in these last few days of school with that social emotional learning and building relationships. Our staff has really embraced morning meetings and building a sense of community within their classrooms, because like Ms. Mullins said, it's really important that we build that community before we begin our instruction. We have also completed the iReady diagnostic for 1st through 5th grade, so we're really excited about that because it's going to help us to really be able to pinpoint our students' academic needs and their strengths and areas of growth. We have started some of our thoughtful classroom work, mainly with procedures, but like I said, with that social emotional, our teachers have really dug into a strategy called Check Your Mood at the Door, so that when their students come in, they've been checking on how they're coming in, how they're feeling for the day. Not gonna lie, there were a lot of tireds going on this morning at West Urban. And just like Estill Springs, we've really been focusing in on our safety and our procedures. So we've had a fun-filled few days, and I'm really looking forward to the partnership that Ms. Mullins and I are creating together.
All right, I'd like to go ahead and apologize in advance. This is my first time doing this, so I didn't know that there were cute little slides and flyers for everybody, so that's on me. But I'm Cassidy Moore, and I'm the Dean of Students at the Success Academy now. I was given that role this year. I am super excited about what we are starting to do with our Success Academy. Our Success Academy is made up of our in-person learners, our virtual learners, and our home health kids. So we service a wide variety of students at my school. It's been really great. My favorite part so far has been getting to see the relationships that my teachers have with those kiddos. I don't really know if I'm allowed to say their names, but I have some great teachers that are just, they're phenomenal at that relationship part of it, because that's the biggest part of ours where a lot of our kids are not here. Being able to have those relationships, to be able to get anything out of these kids at all is just awesome. So they've done a great job with that. Like Miss Miller said, we've been doing the check your mood at the door with our in-person kids, which has been working out phenomenally with them. It's just been great to really get to know how they are feeling before they even start their day. We also were given the task by Mr. Cornett to do our Center for School Safety backpacks for all of the rest of the schools. So we have been working on that this week to get those backpacks to each of our teachers. And my students have absolutely loved getting to go through those backpacks and figure out who needs them and where they get to deliver them to. So we've had an awesome time doing that this week as well. Some of the things that we're really excited about with the Success Academy that we're starting this year, we're going to be offering them some business classes, some social and emotional learning classes, and then also doing some job shadowing out in our community. So if you have anybody or know of anybody that would not mind for our Success Academy students to come and job shadow, or something that you think that they would enjoy, please do let us know, because we're looking for opportunities for them to be able to get out into our community more. So we're really excited about that, and I'm excited to this first 7 days has been awesome. It's a lot different than being a PE teacher, but I've enjoyed my new job, so it's been really great.
I think you've got some guitar classes going on.
Oh, we do, yes. We've just started 2 days ago. Miss Cornett is our visual arts leader now, and she has gotten some of our students to come and teach guitar to our Success Academy students every Friday for an hour. So we're really excited about that too.
All right, thank you all again for the opportunity to come present to you all. I've emailed you all my one-pager for today, and I didn't know if I was allowed to share this, so if I get in trouble for it, I get in trouble for it.
It's worth sharing.
This is, for those of you who've not seen it yet, after the coat was put down today, this is the new gym floor at Estill County High School, and I may love it a little too much, and I might go hang out down there a lot this year, but, you know, it looks incredible, and for those of you are watching online, it's got the train tracks on the side and the words to the fight song on the sidelines as well. Of course, the flying E's on either end, and the Estill County Train logo that I'll probably be getting about 14 shirts from Austin's little store site that he's got that has that logo. So I'm in love with the new floor. I think it's amazing, and I'll be excited to show it off for a whole lot of things this fall. We're off to a wonderful start at Estill County High School this year. We have a lot of new staff, but they are so energetic and so positive, and I can't wait for some things we're going to roll out to you all this fall. We're looking to bring back a school store. We'll be getting that online hopefully around November. Our new ag teachers are really involved in getting FFA, really a lot of opportunities for our students going forward, and I couldn't be more excited with our new staff. Ms. Reynolds and Ms. Bailey, our new assistant principals, and Mrs. Brock, our new instructional coach, have just done a tremendous job working with our young teachers early on this year, and they've hit the ground running. Today I had the honor and privilege to go over to EKU with Mr. Short and Mr. Wesley were there with me, and Mr. Simpson, and I got to fly a plane, which was kind of fun. Simulator, I guess. But got off the ground just fine, flew over Estill County. It was kind of cool, but then I landed in a field, so good times. But we're excited to bring that opportunity to our students and really get some interest up this year and get them some exposure to it, and then add that to our career pathway options going forward. So it's a tremendous opportunity for our students, and partnering with Mr. Wesley, Mr. Short, EKU, we're looking forward to all that's going to mean for our students and more opportunities for career opportunities, jobs, and things down the line. So we're really excited about that. Want to go ahead and announce this now. Homecoming for football this year will be September 27th. which means that, of course, Paint the Town Blue will be the week of September 23rd. So for all businesses and homes in the community in the downtown area as well, we'd love to see everyone participate and paint the town blue again this year. We had such a tremendous showing last year with that, and it was wonderful to see the community all come together for homecoming week. So again, I want to echo what Ms. Mullins and Ms. Miller have both said so far. It's been wonderful to spend time working with our colleagues this summer and really focusing in on the important work we're doing here in Estill County. I want to give one more shout out to two of my teachers, because at the end of last school year, I talked to a group of my teachers about things for this year, and Miss Allison Fox and Miss Maggie Kessler came to me and said, we'd like to plan the first day of professional development this year. And that first day of PD focused on building relationships with each other in the school as well as our students. And to a person, new to the building, old to the building, said it was the greatest PD day they've ever had. And it just set the tone for the entire school year. And it's really just set such a positive environment and tone for the school year that it's allowed us to really start seamlessly. So it's been a great start. Welcome you all out anytime you all want to come out and visit, and love to see you all. Thank you.
Apparently, I kind of spoiled that a little bit with the scavenger hunt. The teachers thought they could come find me in my office, but they'd had to chase me down into school. I think one group found me that morning early, but they were having a great time. Yep.
Thank you, Mr. Yost.
For preschool, our days are spent a little bit different. The first 5 days are spent differently. We don't have children with us for the first 5 days. So this sheet tells you a little bit about what we have done those first 5 days. So we do screenings. We do those at the elementary schools. We went there to do Brigance testing with all kindergarten students. And then while that's going on at the same time, we have dial screenings for preschool applicants on the same day. Then last week, we also participated in Pyramid Level 4 training. That is a social emotional learning, and it's a positive behavior intervention system for preschool students. It's part of our evaluation system from the state. That's how we get our stars. So we have completed 4 levels of that training at this time. We did 2 last year, 2 this year, and we have 1 more left to go. Then we did have some time for home visits. At this time, we were able to do 59% of our students got a home visit before their first day of school. So we would like to increase that next year, and we're going to do a better job of mapping out using our time wisely. Most of our teachers are not from Estill County, so they have a hard time with that, but we are going to help them increase that number. So we did 79 home visits before the kids came, and I think that really is helpful for them, because when they came on the first day, they weren't nervous. They knew who their teacher was. The teacher greeted them at the car, and they were willing to go with them. So also our enrollment, at this time we have 134 preschool/Head Start students. They are dually enrolled, and we have 16 early Head Starts enrolled. Well, I put 134 that are attending. We've only been in school for 2 days, so we've had 134 students that have shown up. We're still waiting on some more next week.
Okay, I guess it's my turn. Kinley doesn't want to, but she's going to bring you all a flyer. She's kind of shy, unlike her sister. But I don't know if anyone has noticed, but this year at the middle school, we are trying to bring a lot more excitement. You could tell at opening day probably how excited our staff was and pumped up. That is something that we have talked a lot about as a staff, is being more positive, being more intentional about relationships with our kids and getting to know our kids and having a positive influence. You can see in some of the pictures, we are using thoughtful classroom strategies in the classroom to enhance student engagement. I encourage any of you all, if you've not seen Mr. Smith, he is our new 6th grade science teacher. He is doing a phenomenal job with these classroom strategies and PBIS strategies, and the kids are super engaged, so if you can, get out and visit his room. We would love to have you. PBIS is off and running with some of our new school-wide expectations. We have our new banners hanging up. You can see a student here. She got a positive note from Mr. McCord in English class for doing something positive, and she was super excited about that. She said it was probably the first positive note she had gotten in middle school. So that's something that we really want to try to do this year, is praise our students a lot more. You can see we have 2 students from the high school who are helping with the PBIS this year. They are working with Mike Flynn through AmeriCorps. Both are students who want to go into the field of education. So they're getting hands-on experience with working with PBIS, working with students in the building, and they are loving it right now. They are staying busy. Mike Flynn, if you've ever worked with him, he wants you to work as fast as he talks, and that for a lot of people is a hard task to do. We have a lot of new opportunities this year at the middle school for our students. We are offering ag classes. We're offering FCS classes, a medical science class, business and STEM classes, a writing class, and course for our students. We also are offering after-school clubs such as FFA, FCCLA, HOSA, and hopefully we will get STLP later on this year. Our new teacher, Miss Nikki Derringer, she's going to be taking over our academic team. She is super excited about that as well. We're going to have clubs offered also during the school day, and every student in the middle school is going to be part of a club. So we are really excited about some of the things that we are doing at the middle school this year. We invite each and every one of you all to come out anytime. We've done some different things in the cafeteria this year. And if you all want to come out and eat with the kids, the teachers are eating with the kids this year in the lunchroom at least 4 out of 5 days. If you all want to come eat with the kids, we would love to have you. It's a great opportunity to get to know them and have conversations outside of that classroom. So, the QR code that is posted on there, it has our important dates coming up. It has all of the sporting events listed up until the end of fall sports. And it also has our iReady dates on it and our science and social studies diagnostic test, which is something that our instructional coaches are doing this year. Miss Sarah Beard and Andrea Banks are creating a science and social studies diagnostic so that we can track those students' growth in those core classes as well. So we just invite you to come join our fun out at the middle school, and we have started off to a great year.
Thank you, Ms. Halcom. Do we have anybody else?
I think that's everybody.
That's it?
That's it.
Well, so board member forum, do we have anything to report, anything you would like to share with everyone?
I think this is gonna be an awesome year for Estill County school system. So excited with, yes, I know it's kind of been, we've moved people here, moved people there, but just hearing what I've heard tonight, it's been the right decision, the best decision, and I can't wait. And also, if you all have not seen the new safety officers' cars out there, they are the best in the district. I'm just gonna tell you, they're awesome.
They are. They look great.
They do.
Okay. Does anyone have anything else they like to share?
I'll echo what Carrie said. This is a really good meeting for me to start, because I mean, it almost feels like, you know, Oprah handing out cars. You just want to run up and down the aisle high-fiving people. This is amazing stuff, and I can't wait to see what's next.
One of the things we always say, it's a great time to be an engineer, so
It's a great day to be an engineer.
Mr. Brock is our fearless leader, and he's been moving things along, and we're super excited as a board team, and we're here to support you. If you have issues, questions, concerns, let us know.
Mr. Brock has a great board, and he has a great team. So.
Well, thank you all. Do we have any public comments? Okay.
We have one.
We don't, but it is continuing to be monitored by structural engineers. They came before the students ever entered the building, and I have the report. It is safe. It's still, I mean, it's still a concern of ours. We're still working with Mr. Wesley and Senator Smith and legislators to try to secure funding for a new building, but we will monitor that on a regular basis, and in the event that it is not safe, we will move kids out of it. You can.
This submission was from Mr. Tim Rose. He states, "I'm concerned about the structural integrity of the Estill County Middle School. I think we need to have a discussion about the issue. The cracks in the walls could result in small pieces hitting students in the head. If the building closes, where where will the students relocate? If a new building is built, can the old one be salvaged for storage? It may take 2 years to build the new building.
Yeah, if a new building is funded to be built by legislator, the old building will have to be torn down. And Mr. Todd Reese, myself, and the structural engineers are keeping eye on exactly what he's talking about because we're concerned as well. And we want to make sure that we put no students in danger whatsoever. As far as a plan on moving students out, there are multiple options we have discussed. I will be the first to say none of them are ideal, but sometimes in an emergency situation, you do what you have to do to take care of your students. But we will continue to educate them at a high level if that has to occur.
Mr. Wesley, you had your hand up. Did you have something more to share? Let's get you a microphone.
Thank you all for allowing me to speak. First, I want to just thank you all for the leadership, allowing us to bring the simulator, and United American Energy for purchasing the simulators. I'm sure that Mr. Yost is going to spearhead this really good. Looking forward to see what's going to produce in this area. We do have an air wing or a hangar that we want to give the school also, and we could talk later on that. But due to the school, I would love to get all of you together, have a meeting with our LRC and some of our leadership. We'll walk you through the process of how to get this school. And so it's up to you. If we can get some dates together, I'll put.
We'll make ourselves available
Yes,
for
ma'am.
you.
You and I discussed this earlier today, and I appreciate you taking the time to discuss that with me. If you'll give us dates, we will be there.
Okay, and so to let the people know what this is going to be, some of our LRC staff is going to be coming, some of our leadership, and so what we're going to do, we're going to get whatever the funding you guys need to make this happen, and this is for the students. In House Bill 6, that emergency funding was just released when we voted on it this spring, and so our hands was tied in some ways. And so whatever the paperwork that you guys have to fill out, they're going to walk you through any of the process, not just to get the emergency funding, but also a new school. Yep. And so I think that, you know, it's been 25 years in the making that they need a new school. Yep. And so I just want to thank you for your time. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. Anything else, Mr. Simpson?
If nothing further, then I like a motion to adjourn. Sheila Samples makes a motion. Joe Crawford makes a second. All in favor? Any opposed? We're finished.
Thank you all.